Hello student, today we will discuss here about the next topic of chapter 4. The topic names which we will discuss here is first is solenoid. I have written the definition is in front of you, and after that we will discuss here the next topic toroid. Okay, so first see the definition and read it. It consists an insulating long wire closely wounded in the form of helix. This is the form of helix, so that the length of the helix clear is very large as compared to their diameter. Diameter of each turn will be less as compared to the length of the helix. So in class 10th you all read about this, what is the meaning of solenoid and how we will represent the magnetic field lines around the current carrying solenoid. So in case of this, suppose this is the direction of current due to this battery and the current is moving in this solenoid in anti-clockwise direction, in clockwise direction. So that time you can see here the south pole will form, as we know that if the current will flow in the circular coil clockwise, south pole will form, and if suppose it will move, current will flow anti-clockwise direction, north pole will form. So on the same manner here south pole will form, and the opposite side of this coil we will see the north pole representation. Clear? So for this condition we can see the magnetic field lines will induce by this current carrying solenoid, and the magnetic field lines will go from north pole. It will go from north pole and enter from south pole, so that inside the solenoid you will get a uniform magnetic field in which the lines are parallel to each other and are equidistant. So this region is called uniform magnetic field region. So now here what we will do in class 12, we will calculate the magnetic field due to this solenoid. For this what we will do, we will consider here a rectangular Amperian loop, because in this derivation we will use here which formula we will use, Ampere circuital law. So for this we will consider here a current carrying now see student, after that this red color represent us the Amperian loop. For that we will calculate the magnetic field due to this current carrying solenoid. So this diagram I will replace with another diagram which is very simple to represent the magnetic field due to this solenoid. So see student, to simplify this diagram I can represent this one by this form. Clear student? So here see, as we have in previous diagram, we know that the magnetic field lines will pass through it, and from the north side the magnetic field lines emerges out, and from the south pole it enters toward the magnet. Okay, so it enters. So in this case, if you want to show the direction of magnetic field lines, as we know that this is a current closed continuous curve, magnetic field lines are closed continuous curve. Outside the magnetic field it emerges from north pole to south pole, and inside the magnet, it goes toward south to north. Clear? So for this condition, if we want to represent here the direction, so in this diagram, simplest diagram, we will see the direction of magnetic field. Let's see here, this is a direction which will be normal to the plane, and this one will also normal to the plane, but normally inward direction. Clear? And here you can represent the magnetic field lines, okay, like that. This is a what? Which pole, student? In this direction, dot symbol represent us the magnetic field. Direction of magnetic field is normally in outward direction. And similarly, we can see here the magnetic field lines in this case like that. From this side it will come out, and from this side it will insert. So the formation will be like that. Suppose this is our diagram, and the magnetic field lines will come out on this corner perpendicular to outward direction, and after turning it will go down like this. Clear? Like that it will go down. So here this is the direction of magnetic field lines which you will show. And if suppose the direction of magnetic field is like that, means here in this diagram the magnetic field of, here in this diagram the direction of magnetic field is represented by this. Point is clear, student? Now we will calculate the magnitude of magnetic field. For that we can consider here a rectangular Amperian loop, namely PQRS. For that we will calculate the magnetic field due to this solenoid, and this loop is current carrying loop. Now student, here see what we will do. To find the magnitude of magnetic field due to solenoid. ठीक है स्टूडेंट, तो यहाँ पे हम क्या करेंगे, इस solenoid की वजह से हम मैग्नेटिक फील्ड फाइंड आउट करेंगे, तो उसके लिए हमने यहाँ कंसीडर कर दिया एक रेक्टेंगुलर एम्पीरियन लूप. फॉर दैट वी विल कैलकुलेट द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. ओके, सो हियर वी विल यूज बाय यूजिंग ampere's circuital law. For each, you can say, line segment of rectangular Amperian, which I have been consider Amperian loop. तो हम यहाँ पे ये चीज करेंगे स्टूडेंट. आपने डिस्कशन जो सॉलिनॉइड वगैरह है, सॉलिनॉइड आपके पास क्या है, कैसे उसको रिप्रेजेंट करना है और इसकी क्या मीनिंग होती है, कैसे मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस इसमें रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, दी ऑल थिंग्स वी हैव बीन डिस्कस इन क्लास 10. बट हियर टुडे वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द कॉन्सेप्ट हाउ वी विल फाइंड द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ड्यू टू दिस सॉलिनॉइड. ओके, सो सी हियर स्टूडेंट, जब हम सॉलिनॉइड को डिस्कस करते हैं, नाउ आई एम रिपीटिंग दिस. When we discuss here the solenoid, we know that when the current will pass through this solenoid, so around this a magnetic field will set up, in which the magnetic field lines will emerges from north to south direction in outside. And suppose here the direction of current is like this, in this black color helix. So for that condition it will make south pole and it will make north pole. So the magnetic field lines will emerges from north pole and enter from, or you can say the enter towards south pole in outside, and inside their direction is from south to north. So जब भी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस आपके पास यहाँ क्रिएट हो जाएंगी स्टूडेंट, ठीक है, तो अब हम क्या करेंगे, ऐसे नीचे भी क्रिएट होंगी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस, क्लोज लूप की फॉर्म में बनेगी बिकॉज मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस आर क्लोज कंटिन्यूअस कर्व. सो ऐसे ही आपके पास यहाँ पे टॉप साइड में भी आपको दिखेगा. ठीक है. Here you can see the direction of magnetic field lines is this, and in this direction, if you can see the direction of magnetic field lines, it will be like this. Point is clear? So in downside, here the direction is toward right hand side, and here the direction is toward left hand side. Or you can say this one is our clockwise rotation and this one is our anti-clockwise rotation. Here we will calculate the magnetic field strength due to this solenoid. So let's start here. By using Ampere circuital law, we can calculate the magnetic field PQRS. We can calculate the magnetic field for this whole Amperian loop VDL, V dot dl for PQRS. It will split into the four linear factors or four linear elements. It is first from P to Q, V dot dl, then Q to P, Q to R, V dot dl, then R to S, V dot dl, then S to P, V dot dl. Now here student, we will find one by one the all values in front of you. Now see first case. If I will represent here, listen carefully. I will see the value of this. If we think here about from P to Q, or you can say for the line element P to Q, where we can see that the direction of current I, okay, and the direction of magnetic field B, and if I am carrying here small line element of length dl, suppose, in each case I will take the line element according to their corresponding side. So this line element, if multiplied by I, so it is our current element. So here the direction of current element and the direction of magnetic field both is same. So I will write this one is like that VDL, because the angle between them is 0. So V dot dl, VDL cos theta, theta is equals to 0. So I can write easily VDL. So after that, see here, we can write what we will write finally at last. So it will be VDL. Okay. Next, when we talk about Q to RS, Q to RS case, the dot product of VDL, or you can say the closed line integral, because here not a closed line integral, here the integral is linear, so linear integral form. This one is closed, so I can use here closed line integral, because PQRS is a closed rectangular Amperian loop. So here VDL is equals to from Q to R. As we know that the direction of current and the direction of magnetic field both are mutually perpendicular. So if I consider here the line element along the direction of current, so we can see that the direction of line element dl is perpendicular to the magnetic field. So here B dot dl will form from Q to R VDL cos 90 degree, and student, we know that cos 90 is equal to 0. So our answer will be 0. Similarly, when we talk about the point RS from R to S B dot dl, and for this condition we can see this RS is outside the solenoid, and outside the solenoid magnetic field is 0. So here in this condition we can write directly the magnetic field is 0, because this RS line segment is outside the magnetic field. So here in this segment there is no effect of magnetic field. It means that B is equals to 0. So I can write directly the line integral of B dot dl or VDL is equals to 0, because this B is equal to 0. And at last beta, from S to P. Now again S to P, when we talk here about S to P, B dot dl, you can see SP, the direction of current is again perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. So here the line element dl will make 90 degree with magnetic field. So it is in this condition, again we can say B dot dl means dl vector and B vector both are mutually perpendicular. So cos theta angle between theta is equals to 90 degree, the angle between them. So by this condition we can write directly here 0. as we have done Q to R. So we have all values of these small line element or line integral value for each line element. So here for P to Q, BDL is equals to R PQ BDL, and here for Q to R it is equals to 0. This one is also equal to 0. This one is also equal to 0. All three will be 0 according to their conditions. At final, I can write PQRS, closed line integral of PQRS B dot dl is equal to this 0 and integration of BDL 0 0 0. This will be BDL. Now dear student, B dot dl, angle between them is 0. So BDL, B will come outside, and integration of DL, B will come outside, and integration of DL for the length PQ is equals to R L. Suppose this length is L. Length of PQ is L. So for that we can write here directly line integral of, here we can replace B dot dl. Integration of dl for PQ is equals to L. So I will write here directly B into L. Now dear student, if we use here now the Ampere circuital law, we know that the line integral, closed line integral of magnetic field is equal to mu naught times of the total current enclosed by this loop. So for this condition, I can use here, if we can use, if there are n number of small n be the number of turns per unit length. If suppose if small n be the number of turns per unit length. So for length PQ, what I will write here? For length PQ, total number of turns is equal to n into L. Point is clear, which is noted by, you can denote it capital N for some time. Now here, the total current passes through it. It is equals to I of NL. Clear? Therefore, by using Ampere circuital law, so if we use Ampere circuital law, I can write directly here the answer, which is equals to PQRS, as we know that B dot dl is equal to mu naught times of the total current, which is equals to I of NL. So for this condition, we can write this value as I have been told you. It is equal to B dot L, and here mu naught I N of L. So L to L cancel out. B is equal to mu naught Ni. Point is clear. So this is the magnitude of the magnetic field due to this solenoid. So pause the video and note down, student. After the discussion of solenoid, the next topic is toroid. Toroid, the definition of toroid is in front of you, in which an insulated wire is wounded over a hollow circular ring. Okay, so this one is the definition of toroid, in which it is a hollow circular ring in which a large number of insulated turn of metallic wire is closely wound, okay, in the form of closed, or you can say closely wound. So toroid can be also known as endless solenoid. So here, student, we will find the magnetic field at here we will find the magnetic field due to this toroid. So for that, in first diagram you can see, as I have written here, it is a hollow circular ring in which an insulated wire, metallic wire, is closely wound over it, and in this wire we have two terminals, because this wire is very closed and their terminals we cannot identify where the terminals we can eject. That's why it is called a endless solenoid. It is very narrow place from where the insulated terminals ejected. So here, from these two terminals we will insert a electric current, or these two terminals we will connect from the external source, by which the current I is flowing through this insulated wire. And here, when the current will pass through it, we know that the magnetic field is produced, and when the magnetic field is produced due to this electric current, the magnetic field lines will emerges, and the direction of magnetic field lines you can see in second diagram. This dot symbol represent as the direction of magnetic field is normally in outward direction here. And after that, see, normally means, suppose I have a circular, so see, this one is the circular part, this one, okay student. So in this part, suppose this is an outer part and this one is an inner. From this side the magnetic field line, from this side. So see, to understand the direction of magnetic field lines, this dot symbol represent as the magnetic field lines emerges out, and after, because we know that this is a closed loop, so it emerges from this side, and after turning it enter toward the south with this cross symbol. So this cross symbol represent as the direction of magnetic field lines, normally inward direction. Point is clear? So here in different sections, means inner this circular ring, and inside this circular ring, and outside the circular ring, we will check the magnetic field value, or you can say that we will check the line integral of magnetic field due to these three dotted part, which are dotted circular concentric circle, which are called Amperian loop. So here we will consider these three circular Amperian loop, which are in the form of concentric circle of radius r1, r2 and r3, which is in front of you. So here we will calculate the magnetic field inside, in and outside the hollow circular ring. Okay, so first let us consider three circular Amperian loop of radii r1, r2, r3 according to the figure you can see, okay, such that we can find the line integral of magnetic field, and hence magnetic field due to each Amperian loop, and we will see what type of values will come. So first case 1, inside this circular, inside means when we take the Amperian loop of radius r1, you can take here, when we take an Amperian loop of radius r1. So dear student, for this condition you can see, if you will use the Ampere circular law, VDL is equals to mu naught times, okay, of the I which passes through this R1 loop. Before this, I will write the general formula by formula this. Okay, since student we know that for radius R1 or for radius R1 amperian loop, which is noted by dotted color blue line, amperian loop, the current, see, because this is inside, अब current तो इसमें क्या है आपके पास बच्चों, यहाँ से पास हो रही है, अब ये एम्पीरियन लूप मैंने यहाँ कहीं कंसिडर किया हुआ है, ठीक है, तो इससे इनक्लोज होने वाली करंट तो कुछ भी नहीं है, क्योंकि ये जो एम्पीरियन लूप R1 रेडियस का मैं यहाँ कंसिडर कर रहा हूँ, जो आपको यहाँ पे शो किया हुआ है, इससे इनक्लोज होने वाली करंट की वैल्यू क्या है, 0 है. सो द एम्पीरियन लूप ऑफ रेडियस R1, for this we can say that the current enclosed by the surface of radius R1 is 0 because it is inside, और करंट आपके पास कहाँ से पास हो रही है, इधर से, ठीक है, आपके पास सेकंड और थर्ड वाले से, फ्रॉम द डायग्राम यू कैन सी, एंड सेकंड आपके पास इनसाइड है एंड थर्ड वन इज आउटसाइड. यहाँ पे आप इसको ड्रॉ कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम ब्लू कलर, अगर इस डायग्राम में आपको शो करना है तो यहाँ से आप एक कंसेंट्रिक सर्किल का आपने ड्रॉ कर दिया एम्पीरियन लूप, तो इस डायग्राम को फाइनली आप यहाँ समझ पाएंगे. ओके, फर्स्ट इसको कंप्लीट करते हैं. इज 0, सो देयरफॉर वी कैन से the if we use the Amperian circular law, okay, for this circular Amperian loop of radius R1, so the line integral of VDL, if I suppose this one as loop 1, first loop L1, VDL of L1 is equal to mu naught times of the total current I enclosed by the surface, which is R 2 pi R1, okay, or you can write here the total current on this surface. As we know that since I is equals to 0, therefore VDL for this condition, and the direction of B and DL is VDL, so VDL in this condition equal to 0 because I is 0. So from this we can get the line integral for this closed line integral for the loop L1 of radius R1 is 0. This is our equation number 1. Similarly, for loop second and loop third, but before this we will understand some points regarding this. See from the diagram, loop second and third cutted the current carrying wire in once and at once and 2 times respectively. You can see this is our current carrying, this is our Amperian loop which cut the given current carrying wire at once, it is given here, and the third one is this one, their diagram is, I will show like this. This is our third one. It cuts the circle, it cuts the current carrying wire in 2 times, once when the current goes vertically in upward direction and other case in downward direction. In both of the cases, the current enclosed by this, okay, the current enclosed by the loop, I am drawing this diagram. In both of the cases, the current enclosed by this loop, okay, in 2 times, in which the direction of current, it will go like this, it will go like this. In this case, for loop third, See here student, the current will cut this loop in 2 times, or you can say if I1 current is positive, because this is the I current, if this current is positive which is moving in upward direction and this current is negative which is coming in downward direction, so the total current by the help of VDL, we know that VDL is equal to mu naught times of I1 minus I2. By applying this I1 I2 same, so total current will be, net current you can say, in this condition will be 0. So therefore I will write it first. For loop third, it cuts the current carrying wire 2 times. Hence we know that line integral of VDL and the total current enclosed by this I1 minus I2, the total current enclosed by the surface S3 of radius R3 according to the diagram. I1 and I2 both are same because single current is flowing the given circle. So I1 I2 both are equal, so their difference will be I1 minus I2 equal to 0. So this will cancel out because they both are equal, that's why. So here for loop 3 we can write B dot DL value is equal to 0 again. Now after this loop 3 we will talk here about the last and final loop second. Now student, for loop second you can see the diagram here and here also. The loop second, this one, the loop second will cut this current carrying loop, or you can say current carrying wire at once. Loop second will cut, or you can say loop second cutted the wire which is current carrying at in one time, or at once, or in one time. So the magnetic field will be represented by drawing a tangent. See the diagram, by drawing a tangent at any point on the surface of radius R2. In place of surface we can write point at any point on the loop of radius R2. So for this condition, dear student, I will use, when I will use the imperial loop for this, it is B dot DL is equal to mu naught times, okay, of the total current I enclosed by the circular loop, imperial loop, which is called, of radius R2, which is 2 pi R2. 2 pi R2 is the total length of the imperial loop of radius R2. So from this relation, when I will solve this B dot DL, as we know that the line element direction DL vector and B both are in same direction, so I will write directly it L2 BDL is equal to mu naught times of I into 2 pi R2. Now dear student, after that when we solve this, I can write B outside, and this one L2 DL is equal to mu naught I 2 pi R2. So after that, for this L2 means for the imperial loop of radius R2, I can write here so I can write here, see student, so here I will write B and DL, integration of this is 2 pi R2, and after that mu naught I, and this is 2 pi R2. Clear? 2 pi R2 cancel, B is equals to mu naught I. if suppose there are n number of turns, or you can say that if there are small n number of turns per unit length, suppose I can write this formula mu naught n into I. Or student, you can write this statement before the calculation also. If you can write here the number of turns by n, then at last your calculation you will get this formula. Otherwise you can add this statement at last. So here, if there are n number of turns, their formula will be mu naught ni. Hence, but we will conclude. Hence, we conclude that we conclude hence we can say that solenoid treat as, sorry, this one is a toroid treat as solenoid. Or you can say, we can say that the magnetic field, magnetic field due to toroid is same as solenoid. Point is clear, student? So this is the topic which is in front of you. So to understand the concept, pause the video and note down.